Hello, my name is Jack Brooks, and I am a maker of contemporary long rifles. For many years I've taught others to build rifles, but often my students are intimidated when it comes to engraving. So the purpose of this presentation is to teach you the basic tools and techniques in order to do traditional long rifle engraving. Now, I love the old rifles, and I imagine you do too, but I want you to realize that these men were not professional engravers. They were professional gunsmiths. Engraving was just one aspect of their work. And as we examine their work, I think you'll see that their skill as engravers varied greatly, yet their rifles are charming and beautiful. Now, if our goal is to create authentic long rifles, then learning to engrave in the style and manner of these old makers is something that you can master.
First, we're going to examine the tools that we're going to be using in the presentation. There'll be simple steel gravers and a chasing hammer. This is a square graver, so each corner is 90 degrees. And as we engrave with a square graver, we cut on one of the corners. Now, the face of this is cut on a 45-degree angle. You probably see that it's a little triangle shape there, a little facet that formed on the corner at 45 degrees. We call that the face angle. Now, if you'll notice as I rotate the tool, there are tiny little facets out at the tip which we call belly angles. That helps the tool right in the cut without burying it too deep or without it slipping out of position. Since the tool is square in cross-section, the bottom two facets are forming a trough in the metal that is 90 degrees. This is also a square graver, but it is set up to be hand pushed rather than chased with a hammer. This tool is used for shading. Shading cuts typically are much finer than those used in regular design elements, but shading is very effective in making an engraving pattern attractive. We'll also be talking about using a wriggler. Wriggling is an engraving style where the tool is stood and wriggled along from corner to corner and forms a special pattern across the surface of the metal. This is often very effective as a decorative element in a nice engraved pattern. This is the engraving hammer. It's just a small light hammer. The face is broad to help you stay on the end of the graver, as unlike when hammering nails, you don't want to be watching where you're striking, but where the tip of the graver is moving.